What up?
Let's go. Number 2 pick, draft. I'm gonna select the kid from North Carolina, Drake May.
To me, I feel like the smart move is trade back, build around Sam.
You like that? Let me just like that.
What up, my fans? It's the Washington Roundtable. It's your boy, Anton, a.k.a. Mr. Awesome Artisans, a.k.a. Mr. Moral Support. I'm here with my fellas. I got my boy, Alex. Come on out here, boy.
What's going on, brother? What's going on?
What
How
up?
you been?
What up? Then we got my boy, Sean, down here doing all my editing and showtime back there.
Oh my goodness. Here we go. Oh Lord.
Starting off right.
Always. Let's go.
So, gentlemen, we have ourselves a winning freaking team. Like, can you pinch it? Can you just pinch me? Because I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I have never seen our team be this well-oiled of a machine, period. Right? And that says a lot. Whether it comes from the field, comes from the front office, everything is like no troubles, nothing whatsoever. So this past weekend, we had Cleveland Browns. By golly, our team is looking so good that it's outstanding. We think we're a Super Bowl team at this point right now. So Alex, go ahead.
I was gonna say, ain't your pops a Browns fan?
Oh,
You want to shout him out?
I do want to shout out my dad, Cleveland Browns, losing to my Commanders, and my dad is a hardcore Cleveland Browns fan. So it was a good and hearty conversation between us.
Respect.
That man already gave up on his team by the second quarter, so it was just that kind of a talking experience. But going to you, Alex, about how our team did. What do you think, man?
Yeah, incredible. It's an incredible win. I really thought the Browns was going to give us a little something, you know what I mean, on defense. I thought, because they are a pretty good defense. But I think their offense is just not doing very well. Watson is not what we thought Watson was going to be back in Houston. I know they're losing Nick Chubb's, their O-line. I think they lost their O-line coach too, also.
I think so.
So, yeah, they're struggling really on offense. And I think the defense, when your offense goes 3 and out and then your defense is back on, I feel like we really didn't see the defense that we wanted to see. You know what I'm saying? Because I really do feel like the defense could have gave us somewhat of some trouble. You know what I'm saying? But their offense wasn't gelling, wasn't clicking, and their defense really just gave up. You know what I mean? So can we say, were we that good, or was the Browns just that bad? And I'm going to lean toward the Browns were just that bad. I still think we are a good team. I think our defense is working better. We're gelling a whole lot better. Getting guys are going around attacking. The linebackers, I think this is the best linebacker play we've had since London Fletcher. So, yeah, guys are flying around. Even the corners, our secondary, and I still think our secondary is a little suspect, but they look real good. They look real good. Everybody flew around. The D-line looked great. We're getting guys out of Flowers to Jamin Davis to Armstrong. So, everybody. Jonathan Allen, Deron, everybody. And I think the Browns were just that bad. We didn't let up. You know what I mean? So, but just incredible win. Offense looked great again. Offense looked incredible. The O-line looked real good. The running game was going well. Jaden Daniels, I think at the beginning he was struggling a little bit at first. But then he got right back. He got into his groove, and everything was history about him. But, yeah, hell of a game. Congrats to us, man. We're 4-1. I hope we continue, for sure.
Amen. I mean, we talked about it in the chat a little bit about like those first couple plays, how nervous he looked, and it just looked like those anxious vibes. Like he was so hyped up for that stadium being crowded, like it was loud in that house, and just seeing how anxious he was to even step out of the pocket, like that first quarter, you could tell he wasn't in the zone yet, like to actually be there. But Sean, I know you got something to add to that recap because there was a lot in that game.
No, this is what's fun about this is even and Cleveland's 1-4, and the Giants are struggling, and Arizona is struggling, even though they got the dub yesterday. But these are all games that we knew we should have won, and normally it would be close. It would struggle, but this year we have been totally blowing them out and doing what we're supposed to do, but doing it to the nth degree. And that's exciting to me, man, because again, we beat the team on first downs, but we're starting to show out that we got a lot more skill in the tank, and it makes you excited to kind of see what's going on down in the future, because the way that they're playing right now, they're just playing together. It just seems like everybody's on the same page, and it feels good. So
one of the things I actually heard during the game was the first, the Jamin Daniels run or Eccles run when they caught McLaurin doing the blocking.
Mm-hmm.
During that play, they were talking about how they took a little bit of time during the offseason to learn blocking again.
Yeah.
And you can see how it has improved, how even that outside angle, like there's nobody can get them out there because the wide receivers are blocking that corner.
Yep.
Yeah. And it makes that much of a difference that everybody on that squad is trying to help the run game and not giving up.
Yeah.
So that little clue is showing that, okay, our team is that much more trying to be better, not trying to escape or trying to be casual with it, not trying to think they're being selfish. Like they actually thought, okay, there's something we need to improve. Let's do that now. And as you can tell, it showed. And I don't think necessarily Cleveland's defense did give up. Those shots that JD took, you couldn't place him any better.
Yeah.
Like those weren't shots where he was lucky the receiver got the ball. Like he threw the ball out there and it was like, all right, jump ball, y'all go get it. And they got it. There's no way like to explain those throws that he was throwing. 50-yard balls. Like you're like, what? But, at the same time, you're looking at this kid like just load up and launch the ball. And you're like, oh, it's going. McLaurin there catches the ball.
Right.
Like, we talked about this in week 2 and week 3, how if he doesn't get the speed of wide receivers, they ain't going to be able to catch the ball. And you can see right now how he's on everybody's path. Now, I know y'all saw Ertz try and catch that ball, and he couldn't run to it fast enough. You can see in his head, he's like, God damn it, I'm not young enough to catch that ball no more. So, like, it's one of those things where, like, Sanat and who else? Our other tight end going to have to step up. Bates, yes, and going to have to step up. And I really feel like those two guys are going to see how Ertz is doing and see the improvement that they can get at.
Yeah, it looks like the team is definitely using them, Benson and Bates, and blocking. They're incredible blockers. Even Luke McCaffrey was putting great blocks on people. It just shows what the team is, man. And going back, we need a shout out to coaching. This is all coaching. This is what Ron, I hate to say it, but Ron had a whole lot more on his plate, I would say, because Dan Snyder gave a lot of stuff to Ron. But this just goes back to, what Dan Quinn has brought into this building. And it's just incredible, to turn it around. And I think it was 17 new starters. Did y'all hear something about like 17 new starters?
I think so.
Yeah. So, shout out to the coaching, man. Shout out to Adam Peters. Right now, the way it's looking, it's definitely an A. definitely what they've done, and for us to do this. So yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to the front office. Incredible with it.
Totally agree.
You are correct. You are completely agreed. So with that recap, like I couldn't have asked probably anything better of our team, and Kingsbury, or I'm sorry, Jesus, our coach.
Quinn.
It's like,
Yeah.
it makes sense that he doesn't let up on the gas pedal with coaching on this, whether or not like making sure Washington is known as a threat. Everybody in the conference is kind of scared now because we are just putting this much of an effort together.
Mm-hmm.
And we've always had a problem of like putting points on the board, but Kirk Cousins did that for us. It was just, it sucked that it was always when we were already behind.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're putting those points on in the first and second quarter and getting ahead of the game.
Yep.
And we don't have to actually try and make that effort to put so many points on the board at the end of the game. So, with that being said, we go to our conference pressure and realizing that win puts us in a very good standing point. Being 4-1, we lead this conference and we put a good threat in everybody's ear. Like, oh, JD's got this team running full steam.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what does Dak got to do? What does Hurts got to do? What does Daniel Jones got to do to get their teams working? So, Alex, what do you think is probably bugging everybody to try and get to where Washington is?
Well, they definitely talking about it. I don't know if y'all know that Michael Parsons has a podcast, and
Really?
he's definitely talking about. He said, "Man, Washington." He's talking about Jaden Daniels. He said, "Man, they finally got one." So you can tell that. And I think he was talking to the cornerback for the Eagles. I can't think of his name now, but
who Slay?
Slay. Yeah, he was talking to Slay, and they was just talking, and I was listening and just smiling the whole time as a Washington fan. But yeah, man, Dallas just won last night. I
Barely.
feel like
Barely. Yeah, barely.
I feel like if Steelers had a better, as far as I know, I was talking to some Steelers fans and they were saying that Justin Fields was a little off tonight. So and the running game didn't do very well. The defense,
2 interceptions against Dallas.
Yeah, their defense was really doing what they were supposed to do. I think their offense just couldn't get it done. They said that Justin Fields was missing like guys. He was overthrowing, underthrowing. So but that comes with time, and I don't know. But some Steelers fans are hoping that they'd like to see Russell Wilson come in. But other than that, man, they barely won. But Cowboys are itching to get up in that top spot, especially with Philly. But I don't know, man. We right now we're a question mark. A lot of people don't know what we are about. You know what I mean? And everybody knows what Dallas is about. It's been 8 or 9 years with Dak. Jalen Hurts, it looks like he's fallen off just a little bit, but we don't know. Y'all remember last year what he did with that relapse? And Saquon Barkley is really helping the Eagles. And then with the Giants, man, I think the Giants fans are tired of Daniel Jones, so I don't even know. But Daniel Jones, I think they just got a win, didn't they? They beat Seattle, right?
Seattle, yes.
Yep.
So it's definitely up in the air. But right now, we're looking like the hottest team, and who knows, man? Hopefully, nothing slows us down. But I just think that y'all know that. To me, I think it's a quarterback league, and right now, we have the best quarterback out of division. So, all bets off the table. I got us winning it for sure.
I can't argue with you on that. You know what I'm saying? Like having out of all our teams in the conference, we're too put together compared to everybody else at this point in the season. And everybody was looking at us first 2 games like, man, are they going to ever get it together? What's going to happen when they, is this going to be a continued streak? But here we are. This kid's setting numbers and breaking records better than Tom Brady, but it's not like we can call him a GOAT or anything. It's just this kid is seeing a lot on the field better than most people already know what's happening. So to him to be this advanced as a quarterback and seeing all his receivers, listening to coach, telling the coach, hey, let's get on the ball. That was one of probably the most motivating things seeing him was when they launched it to Terry, and he's trying to get everybody downfield to hurry up and get down there, get that touchdown. He wants to score just as quick. It's that push that everybody else can be like, all right, let's get on it. So, Sean, I feel like with Dak and Jalen trying their hardest to get their teams motivated, do you think Jaden has that motivation to carry all year?
Yeah, I hope so. I think so. I mean, thankfully right now we have not been hit with the injury bug really bad. Philly, they lost their two best receivers, and the Giants have been kind of struggling with certain pieces, and Dallas, they have their issues, but we know Dexter Lawrence and Micah Parsons and Brandon Cooks, all those guys are out. So yeah, I mean, right now, I mean, we're playing the best. We look the best right now. We got momentum in the division, and we got a key divisional win. So I think that's key, man. I mean, you got to stack up those divisional wins, and when you look at the schedule, I mean, we got the Giants in like 3 or 4 weeks. If we can get another divisional win, that's huge. That's huge. Then all of a sudden, we are starting to go down the hill and say, hey, we can win this thing,
Right.
and in the division. But I mean, right now it looks good. I mean, we're healthy and playing the best. Jaden is by far playing the best. And I mean, I agree that I mean 4-1. We're ahead of the division right now.
Yes, and so I'm just cheerful. I can't. Every Dallas fan that I see, I'm just like, I'm already laughing inside, ready to see what their face is for next week. And we just have too good of a team to think that we can't do better to be this good. Like we thought, our score predictions of how many wins we were going to have. Sean, I think you had 9, 10.
No, I only had 8. 7 or 8.
You had 8. I had 9. You had 10.
Yep. So I think our team, I really think our predictions are going to be right by the end of this year. Like we're really going to have such a good team to work with. So, I got
Anton, the way it's looking, it might go past what I was going with our predictions because it looked like the way we look, and if it keeps going, then we might get 11 or 12 for real.
I mean, with how many teams do we got, Sean, that you think are on our schedule are worth of like a loss to right now at this point? Like we can't even say that there's many teams that are like, okay, they're gonna wax us at this point.
I think this game coming up next should, I don't know about waxing us, but never know. It might be a wake up call, man. That's something that we probably might need. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know yet.
I go into saying that Baltimore will probably be our biggest challenge. I don't think we played Kansas City this year, do we?
I don't think so.
So Baltimore is our biggest competition, being Super Bowl rivals and stuff like that, recent Super Bowl rivals. Now that's one of our biggest games that we need to prepare for. And I think our team should be ready. Now, this is like that leap of faith that we've got to believe in our team that, these dogs, we're going to go to their house and try and win this game. What do you guys think about this? Sean?
Well, we can win. We can definitely win. I mean, I think on the schedule, I think we got one of the more favorable schedules in the league because we won 4 games last year. So I think there's Baltimore, there's Pittsburgh, and I think like the Saints and the Falcons. I think those, outside of the division. But if we're already saying we can clean up the division, that's only 3 or 4 games. And Alex, I think you're spot on. We can very well be 11 or 12 wins with the schedule that we have. We play the Panthers, the Bears. We play some struggling teams. So I agree. I totally agree because looking at it and looking at how we're playing, if we stay injury free, I mean, Dak Prescott in his first year was 13-3. You know what I mean? So we can most certainly do that. And if we can keep winning in division.
And you know what? We don't have much of a hard record coming in these after Baltimore we have the Panthers, Bears, Giants, Steelers, Eagles. So it's not too hard of a schedule. We just got to stay consistent on the way that we're doing. Yeah. Like you say, as long as we can stay injury prone and everybody stays, well oiled out there, man, we can really steamroll this record. So, with that, we'll take a commercial break real quick.
We're going to do the trade.
Oh, good. So we do have one thing we need to talk about, and that is big-time receiver that is decided to have an issue. And Mr. Davante Adams has come on the chop block. Alex, I know you want to talk about this.
Oh my goodness!
Splash! Oh,
he did it live. He did it live now.
I don't know, man. Been rumors. A couple of teams are definitely interested in them, and there's rumors that we are interested in them. And I don't know how true those rumors are. To be honest with you, I don't think Adam Peters might not budge, and the only reason why is because the way it's looking right now, we're 4-1. He might want to save up the cap. There's no need to get a guy that's 31 years old. And I think he's gonna be making like 20-something mil, almost 30-something mil for the next 2 years. So, but we all know if you get a quarterback, if Davante Adams had a quarterback, he's one of the best in the game. And I told you, Anton, I'm not down in Terry McLaurin at all. I love Terry. I think Terry is a solid one. But again, I think he can play a better two. Versus that game where we just played versus the Browns. Terry played great. I think he had 112. I think he had one touchdown. He played great. He had a few receptions. He played great. He dropped a couple though, and nothing knocking that. Wide receivers drop. I'm not mad at him. I love Terry.
They were tough drops too. They weren't just like out of nowhere.
Right. But if we just had Davante Adams, the game, this guy is a game changer. He can change the game. And then put Terry at 2, or you can switch back and forth, however you want to do it. Man, I mean, our offense is the way it looks now. Man, imagine adding him. I mean, I would get on the phone right now if I was Adam Peters, and I wouldn't give up a first for a 31-year-old, but second, third, absolutely. This man right here, oh man, and the way we're winning, man. I mean, it'd just be incredible. I would do it in a heartbeat. That again, that's just me, my opinion. What do you guys think?
I agree.
I couldn't argue with you. I still want to give my boy Terry a chance. That's my wide receiver.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
That's my dude. He stayed with the team. I'm gonna keep him my number one. He's Mr. Moral Support staying with my guy. He is the guy.
Me. I love him.
I'm still mad I ain't got his damn jersey yet. That's how bad I am. So
yeah, I'm surprised.
That's the one that I probably should have gotten a long time ago. And
you should get it and put it on live. Do it live now.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
So, let's go to a little break real quick, and then we're going to come back and talk about Baltimore some more. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Washington Roundtable. So here we go, talking about next week's situation that we got going on. We got the Baltimore Ravens. I think we're at, if I'm not mistaken, we are at their home.
Mm-hmm.
So this is another away game that, we're going to somebody else's house, try and put on some show. And this is going to be probably one of, like we said, it's going to be our toughest game of the year, I think. And with that, Baltimore has a team that is already Super Bowl ready. We know this. Lamar is just that good of a quarterback. What do we do going into this game that will help benefit Alex?
We definitely need to stop that high-powered run.
Okay.
I think Derrick Henry is the force right now, just as much as Lamar. But I think we need to stop that. And I think, again, this is going back to our defense. This is definitely going to be a wake-up call for our defense. Is our defense going to step up? I told y'all, even Sean, I've told y'all that our D tackles, Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen, they're better. What is it? They're better pass, getting to the quarterback, sacking the quarterback, better than stopping the run. Can they stop the run? Yes, but I think that's not really what they're best at. You know what I'm saying? So this is definitely gonna be a test, man. This is definitely gonna be a test. It's gonna be a tough one. I really want to see how we do behind. Because right now throughout these games we've always been up. We have not been behind. Besides the Tampa game, that was the first one. But other than that, we've been up on guys like 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns. I like to see. I think in this game, Baltimore might be up by maybe a touchdown or 2. And how can we show what we can do to come back? This is definitely going to be a test. And I hope the defense can definitely stop the run. I will say that it's definitely going to be a tough matchup for sure. We're coming to their house. I think Baltimore's defense is not it's not looking like what it is, but they can look like a number 1 defense out there at home. So it's definitely going to be a good test, man. It's definitely going to be a real good test, man. I can't wait to see it. The last time we matched up, y'all remember when we were a good team and they were a good team was when we had RG3. And RG3 hurt his leg in that game. Do y'all remember that? We won in overtime with Kirk Cousins. That was back in 2012. Was it? Yeah, 2012. And that's when Baltimore won the Super Bowl.
Yes.
So this is definitely going to be a good. We're a good team. They're a good team, and this is these are our neighbors, and I really hope we knock on their door and disrupt them at home. So that's what we need to do. But yeah, it's going to be a good matchup.
I really do. It's going to be a great matchup, and we might as well wind up right into being in the keys to success about this game. That with how their presence is, right? We know how Baltimore is just gonna be. They're gonna come at us with Derrick Henry. They're gonna try everything. Now, I feel our defense we're gonna have to contain. The only thing we can do is try and contain the pocket. Other than that, our secondary is gonna have to try and keep up with what Derrick Henry is gonna do. And we've gone through this, Sean, about doing mosquitoes to the ball. Now, that's just my opinion to doing that is having as many people to stop that man. But what do you think is your key to success about this game, period?
Yeah, stopping Derrick Henry and Lamar. You got to stop the run game. That's what they do best. They're the best in the league. I mean, I wish I had something more philosophical for you, but Alex, you hit it on the head. We got to shut that run game down. Stopping Lamar is one thing, but Derrick Henry, and especially the way he's playing right now, got to stop that run game.
Now, with both of y'all, do you really think Lamar is going to step up in his own right and be the superstar of this game, or do you think Derrick Henry is still going to be that shiner?
I will say when it comes to Lamar, what I would do if I was Dan Quinn, y'all see Frankie Louvu. Y'all saw what he did. I would have Frankie Louvu spying on Lamar the whole time.
Exactly.
Now, if Lamar gets past Frankie, we're gonna have problems. But other than that, man, Frankie needs to spy on him. He needs to blitz like he did. We need to put pressure on Lamar. He needs to be in that pocket, running around like he always does.
Yes.
And be shaken up. But yeah, Frankie Louvu needs to be blitzing, needs to, shake him up hard. But yeah, I would put a spy with Frankie Louvu and Lamar. I think Frankie is definitely, he's a dog, man, and he's bringing it. I don't know if y'all saw that little huddle that he does.
Yeah. Where my dogs?
Two claps in a Ric Flair. Woo! You know what I mean? Like, I love it, dog. I love it. I'm glad that he's on our team. He's a dog, man, and he needs to bring that pain. He needs to make Lamar feel uncomfortable for sure. So
you bring up a good point. This Luvu it's bringing back vibes of when we had Sue Cravens. Remember how that boy was our like quarterback hold down when Patrick Mahomes was a scrambling quarterback, and that was his number one task, was to keep Patrick in the hole. He had nothing else to do but keep his eye on Patrick. And I really do feel like having, I don't know if they probably put Frankie at that point, but whoever our fastest linebacker is going to be on Lamar, that's who it's going to be, because Frankie going to get his ankles busted trying to keep up with him. But I know that this is where, like, having that defense where everybody radiates to the ball so quickly, if you get one person to stop the ball, you're trusting that dude to slow him down. And now all you have to do is get to him. That's it. So that's where I feel like that our defense has improved so much on, like, okay, I might not be able to stop him one-on-one, but I have that better chance of slowing him down. And that's helped our defense with some of that, like with our running back against Chubbs on Sunday. It helped with some of that because Luvu was in that background. Allen was back there, and just getting a hand in, or body in their way, helped the rest of the defense be able to recover. And like, if we get to doing that, having one or two people bounce, Henry this way or that, it's just going to be by luck or how much strength he's got to just get everybody off of him and take it to the house. But it's Derrick Henry. There ain't much you can stop out of that man. Sure. He's that good, period. So, Alex, I don't know how we could really beat them on offense, but what do you think our offense would have to do in order to really put it on the scoreboard?
Man, that's a good question. I would definitely say keep just doing what we're doing. Brian Robinson, Austin Eckler, like the weapons that we have, definitely run the ball. But Jaden Daniels needs to be, what he continues to do. Be that pocket quarterback that we need him. I'm sure Baltimore already knows how Lamar is, and and they already know how to work with his speed. So with Jaden in this game, they might eliminate his run game. So he needs to definitely kill him with his arm for sure. I believe that. So I don't know, man. I think as Washington fans, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of fans out there that think this is going to be an easy one. I don't think this is going to be an easy one. I think this is going to be a good test. And if we lose, there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like we just, again, we needed that wake up call right now. You know what I'm saying? We're a young team, and people need to understand that. Don't get me wrong; it's great where we're at, and I hope the best for them. If we win, I'll be more happy than anything. But sometimes we just need to look back and see what we really can work on. But I think with the offense, the way it's looking right now, Anton, I think just keep doing what we're doing. Baltimore. Like I said, Baltimore. I thought their defense was better than what it was on paper, but they're not. They're not. I think I only think they're top 5 or top 10. I think they're 16 or 15, somewhere around there.
On there.
Yeah. So they're not, as long. But again, they might look different. We're at their house, and they might look like a number one. They might turn around. Who knows? But the way it looks like them on paper, we can definitely just keep doing what we're doing. Cliff Kingsbury needs to call a great game, and I think we'll be fine. I think it will be a great game, definitely.
So. Without, you bring up pretty good pointers about the people that we have on the field. Now, your boy Noah Brown, he's going to be out for this game.
Yeah, was he out last game? I didn't see him last game.
Said it's questionable for injury report. I guess we'll probably find that out tomorrow by Wednesday. But they have, a few people out on their team. Hardy, one of their wide receivers. Humphrey, one of their CBs. But a little bit. So they're going to have their own weak links this weekend. So again, I feel our keys to success is going to be our wide receiver squad, catching anything and everything, so we have that chance. Like, our boys have been really working hard, and we said it earlier about finding things that they haven't been able to really see that help them improve the game. They're not selfish by improving something that they're doing off the ball, and that helps overall B-Rob. It helps Eckler. It helps McNichols. When they want to get those outside gains, they're gone 5, 6, 7 yards down the field. And those are just the stats that we talk about, the yak yards, and talk about extra yards down the field. Like, they're past the line. They're getting those extra 5, 6 yards, which pushes us down the field and help us from sending Tress out there to punt the ball. I feel, Tress might have a good game of punting the ball this time. We might get a few 3-and-outs. We might have that defensive pressure. Their blitz game is pretty good. I think they're probably top 5 in blitz pressure. I would think that, because just the way their attitude of flying around is. Now, that might confuse Jaden Daniels because of that kind of defense. And this is where, like, that wake-up call of, like, okay, he hasn't had a defense flying around people as sporadic as that on the field, and he's going to have to really deal with that. So going into our outcome of the game, we need to figure out what our scores will be for this game, because it's really going to be – I feel it's going to be a defensive game, period, as well. Like, this Cleveland game, our defense stepped up. Luvu stepped up. Armstrong stepped up. Just the pressure to contain the quarterback was there. Now, Alex, you have the same good point about putting that one person out there. Do you think that will help the outcome of how the score will be? And what prediction do you feel like that would help?
Well, right now I got the prediction. My score prediction is 34-24, Baltimore. I think, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but I got that. I got Baltimore winning just because they're at home field advantage. I think we're hot, but they are hot too, and I think this is going to be a wake up call. I think, like I said, I told Sean, I think last night that you throw a ball up in the air, and right now we're up high, but that ball eventually going to come down. So I think we're gonna come down. So, they're gonna be like, hold on, pump your brakes, rookie. We're gonna show you up. But there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like he needs to learn this. You know what I mean? But hey, if he comes out and he's hot and we win by whatever, and man, hey, if like I said, this game right here will definitely show what we really about. I do feel like that, because Baltimore is gonna come. They know everybody's comparing him. I hate that comparison, but everybody's comparing Jaden Daniels to Lamar. They keep talking about it. So I think Baltimore knows, we got something similar. Yeah, we know what y'all about. So, but we'll definitely see, man. But yeah, my prediction, I got the Ravens winning this. Man, I hope I'm wrong, but yeah, Baltimore, I think it's gonna be a wake-up call. And but there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes teams need to get punched in the mouth to learn and go back to the film room and work what they need to work on so we can get better. Because I do feel like if we do lose this game and then we see them, well, obviously we can't see them in the no, can we? Yeah, we can't see them unless both teams went to the Super Bowl. So, but
yeah, we won't be seeing them again.
Right. But if we did see them like later on or next year or something, we'll be a lot better team. You know what I'm saying? Because we've had more experience, and this and that. So. But
this is our game under the belt we need to have with Baltimore. Like, we need to have that good game under the belt now. Like, Kansas City, it sucks that we won't be able to play them, but next runner up, I'll take them. I'll take him. So, Sean, I'm coming to you about this score. Like, you better give me a good score.
No, I think we win 35-27.
Let's go.
It's good. I like that.
Let's go. Okay. So I'm gonna be frustrated myself. I got such a low score. I actually think it's gonna be like a 21-17 game.
Nice.
I really think
defense stepping up.
Yeah, I really feel like we're gonna have such a good. So the offenses are gonna have to show out on like short plays rather than these long balls. They're gonna have maybe one or two. He's gonna hit Flowers on a good 50-yard, or something of that sort. And Jade's gonna be like, you know what, you can throw, I can throw, and that's where I feel like his confidence is out there on the field. Like he's like, nobody's gonna throw this ball like me. Like he's got that arm, and I mean, it's just seeing McLaurin 2 steps ahead of everybody anytime he launches that ball is just
incredible.
That was nice. That was
outstanding. Every time he's launching that ball, he's already like 2 steps in front of a defensive back there. And it's like, that dude is fast.
Hey, another one though, I will say, man, I want him on the field more. Is De'Ami Brown. I don't know how many times throughout his career we've seen him with a deep ball and he catches it. I mean, he's caught one with Heineke, he's caught one with Hurts. I mean, he's caught one. I mean, y'all name it. He's doing the same. Now, don't get me wrong, he ain't no Terry because he struggles. But De'Ami, man, you give him more reps, he will get better. And I think he kind of messes himself up because he does drop balls maybe in practice or something that coaches are seeing. But man, dog, he has breakaway speed, and then when they throw it up, it's like there go De'Ami again. It's like, man, I just can't wait to see him get that second spot. I mean, I know it might be Noah Brown, but De'Ami is like, bro, you can take it right here. Step up. You know what I mean?
This is why I love our squad, because they're challenging each other to do this. Like Noah came in 2 games ago and started outplaying everybody else, and they're just like, oh, this motherfucker just came in on our team and catching the ball? Oh, hell no. And that's where I feel like De'Ami came out there and started catching the ball, and he's like, nah, this is my spot. And caught that long ball for that touchdown, and was like, I'm back. Like, I got this.
Yeah.
But this all goes back to having so many fucking quarterbacks that we can't – our squads couldn't have somebody to build their confidence.
Right.
Terry was literally the one, he wanted to prove himself. So he already had that gesture. Like having Brown, having what's his name that we just traded away? Dodson.
John.
John.
I think it was that confidence that they lost in themselves because they couldn't feel them with a quarterback that was right for the team. And now they see this. Everybody on that squad has stepped up.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't say more. Zacchaeus.
I like him.
Playing real good.
What? This dude.
Good.
Like, I love him. I'm absolutely loving him, especially being punt return. The boy's got legs.
That was a surprise for sure.
So
I didn't see that coming.
I think this is where they're trying to trade out Eckler from punt return and stuff like that, because like from last game, it looks like they're trying to save him a little bit more.
They got to.
Plays
they got to.
Rather than on special teams, and they're putting Zacchaeus in the like third, fourth quarter for special team stuff. So giving him confidence with the ball in his hand. He's feeling so much better of a person that, he catches the ball, 6 yards down the field. He's getting an extra 2 or 3 with his little moves. Like he did that
each time.
He did that little cutback when he came back the other way because he knew the receiver, his guy was going to go the other direction. I'm like, okay, he knows where he's at on the field. I like that. That's the kind of stuff you didn't see from any of our squad. They caught the ball, turned up, and got tackled. This man wanted those extra yards, turned the other way, and went the other direction. And it's stuff like that shows that the squad is moving up.
Hey, do y'all know what happened to Noah Brown, though? Because I ain't seen him last game.
I don't think he was in there last game.
Is he banged up? I didn't know he was banged up.
Well, I know he had the ankle from being in Dallas. but he was coming with the injury. He didn't have it while he was here. So we'll probably get that before Wednesday.
So they saying he's not playing in Baltimore. He's not playing in Baltimore.
I don't think so. He's on the IR for Baltimore, so he's not even going to play in the game.
Oh, damn.
So by Wednesday, they'll probably let us know if he's going to be with the pads or on the sideline.
Got it.
Damn.
So this is where, like, it feels weird that we have these veterans and they're playing and doing all these parts, and then these young guys are stepping in and actually seeing what these dudes are putting out there. Like, this is why I said Hurts, McLaurin, fucking Eckler, like, all these guys are seeing these veterans just put the numbers down. They're expressing how good they can be or passing it on, you know, watching Terry on the sideline talking to JD, and he's like, boy, you got this.
Yeah.
You got this. Like, he was
hyped.
Boy, so good. Like, seeing a veteran hype you up that hard and knowing it's just flowing out of him to get that ball and know what he can do with you and help you out,
right,
brings the whole team up to another level. And man, I just can't wait, man. I'm ready for Baltimore. Just bring him on.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, man.
I didn't want to keep you any longer, Alex, because I know we got a time limit, but I think this team should be able to underrate all of our scores. I really do. Now, I'm going to knock on wood that we don't get anybody injured this game, and everybody does more and positive influence into the game than we even think. Like, our defense steps up, we get 5 sacks. You know, Terry, Zach, and Ertz run for 100 yards each, or get 100 yards each. That's what I feel, you know, we should have. But with that being said, anything you guys want to add or think we even missed about what we should do against Baltimore?
To keep them off the field, you know. Our offense gets going and just scores. Because if we score first and score early, man, I think that's how we can win it.
Time of possession, I think that's going to be probably another good point we need to keep Baltimore out of, because with that run game, they're going to always try and get to a first down.
Mm-hmm.
But
exactly,
we get that 3 and out so that they don't get it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I really hope Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne make noise this game, because we really gonna need them. Baltimore has a real good blocking core for Derrick Henry, and there's one guy that blocks for him. He's the fullback, but he looks like a lineman. I think he's like number 42. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Some
Patrick
big
Ricard.
dude. He's a dog. And if we can't, I'm
talking.
Yeah. I mean, and there's holes for Derrick Henry. As big as he is, there's holes like super wide for him to just go through. I'm telling you right now, man, this is man. We really gonna have to punch him in the mouth and definitely get down there. Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen, we definitely need these guys to step up in the run game for sure.
You are right.
I agree. I totally agree with that.
They're gonna have to.
You know, I with that too. You know, our defensive front four, they're really gelling a lot better than we thought. I think they were going to be. Armstrong stepping up as big of a player and benefit to that line. You know, it's helping so much more having Wagner back there to help as well. Yeah. Trusting he's going to make that tackle. Luvu to come up the middle when he's got that blitz pressure.
Yeah.
You know, Chin to come out, help out when they're doing that blitz pressure on the side as well. Like, they're really gelling on how well they trust the next man up.
Well, even the backups, man. Mathis, he's stepping up. We saw a little bit of Johnny Newton stepping up. Was it Fowler or Fowler? I think he's a backup too, right? Because he stepped up. Dante Fowler, Jamin Davis. I mean, these guys. I mean, you definitely see the rotation, and you see these guys going after it. Definitely, man. I mean, it definitely. What we showed with the Cleveland, even though I think their offense was just that bad, but we really had them shook. You know, Deshaun Watson was lost out there, and I hope that's what we do with Lamar. And this is going to be a test. This is going to be a real good test, because Lamar, you know how he is. He's phenomenal with the ball and how he runs the ball and in that pocket. So It's definitely gonna be a tough one. It's definitely gonna be a hard one. But man, it's gonna be the game of the week, though. I think it's gonna be a good one. I think it's gonna be a real, real good one.
I think we will get the
They
spotlight.
should flex
game
it.
of the week.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna be wanting to watch our boy play against Lamar and see who's gonna be the best superstar of that game.
Yeah, because everybody's like, okay, well, let's see this rookie. Let's see what he can do versus this team. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, because everybody, I don't know if y'all heard it. People were like, man, y'all know y'all banging up on easy teams. That's what people are telling me.
Oh yeah,
you know, they
hating. Dallas schedule.
Yeah, they hating, but again, this is gonna be a test, man. This is gonna be a test, man. I'm ready for it. I know you guys are ready for it. It's gonna be a hell of a game. I wish all of us could come together and watch it together because it's gonna be a good one, man. It's gonna be a good one. I think it's gonna be a real good one.
Heck yeah.
Watch it live.
Watch it live.
We're gonna watch it live.
Yeah,
like I feel
right.
like this is like the Mahomes and Stroud kind of like beef, if I really want to say. Like this should be just the same rival going on over here. But with that being said, I thank you with your predictions, gentlemen. I think this week it's going to be one of our best games, period. And we were going to look back at this and think, you know what? Our team learned something. Even if we lost,
right.
learned something. Like, if we win, everybody going to be high hopes and just head high. You know, our heads going to be held high all season now because, you know, we beat Baltimore. But I think with that, majority of us think it's going to be a loss because it's going to be a learning lesson. We try and take that. It's going to be a hope and a wish for our team to win, and I think it could happen. So,
absolutely.
With that, gentlemen, I thank you. If you guys have anything to add, put it out there now.
Yeah, I think Baltimore. What we saw in Cleveland at the beginning. You know how like we thought. Jaden Daniels looked a little rattled. I mean, it might have been play call. It might have been Jaden looking a little rattled. Cleveland looked like they had something going on at the beginning, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Baltimore is definitely going to look at that in the film, and they're going to be like, "Look, we found something that he's weak on. We need to do this constantly, make him. You know what I'm saying? Lose that confidence in himself. So I feel like this is the game where we want to see Jaden Daniels. How can he? Not fall down and feel bad on himself because like we saw him a couple games ago, or what we did in Cleveland. Didn't he throw a pick in Cleveland?
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
First quarter.
But he's not phased. He's very poised, and I think Baltimore is going to really try to make him feel uncomfortable and like, okay, yeah, and okay, now let's see how you feel. You know what I mean? And I think this is going to be a test for Jaden. See how he is because he throw a pick. Oh man, it's all good. You know what I mean? It's like, does anything phase you?
Phase him. Yeah.
And I think this is the game where he needs to. We're really gonna find out if he's really phased. You know what I mean? Is this man is this man human or is he a machine? We're gonna find out. So
You're right. That's a great point. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even think about that too. But
absolutely.
With that said, we go into next week with facing Baltimore with our predictions, all hoping to be blasted. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been Washington Football Roundtable. It's been nice talking to y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. What's up?
What up?
Let's go. I'm going to select the kid from North Carolina, Drake May.
To me, I feel like the smart move is trade back, build around Sam.